Hi everyone, I hope you're really good today. I'm just heading out. I want to go into B&Q to have a look at their plants because I'm hoping to get a few bits to do the hanging plant posts that I bought, the two that I'd ordered on Amazon. What I want to do is I want to get two climbers that will grow up through them. I'm thinking of putting them into containers rather than into the ground, and it's just an idea I have in my head, so I'd like to go in and see what they have in B&Q. So I'll do a little bit of a vlog while I'm in there, and I hope you enjoy watching. If you haven't already subscribed, I really would love if you did. My videos are, I guess, in a way they get lost with the YouTube algorithm because they're not the same every day. Basically, my videos are about what I'm doing in my life at the moment. So it can be anything from shopping to gardening, which I've done a lot of at the moment this time of year. Could be cooking, it could be just on holidays, a holiday vlog, or a clothing haul, you know, from the different stores or whatever. So because of that, I think maybe the algorithm doesn't like me very much because it's more a day in the life, I guess, rather than just one particular topic. And I don't think that YouTube likes you jumping from one thing to another. But if you haven't subscribed and you do enjoy watching my content, I would really love if you would hit that subscribe button and click the little bell so that you'll get a reminder each time that I upload. So I'm just in the car now and I'm heading in. It's a beautiful time of the year. Everything is really plush. I might just film a little bit of it. If I reverse you, you'll see the view. Such a beautiful time of the year this, when everything is just beginning to come into bloom, and just love the green. Lovely being out and about in this kind of weather as well. Oh, just heading out onto the main road now into Limerick City, where I'm going to go to B&Q. So I've had to turn down the volume here because they have fairly loud music on and I don't want to get copyrighted. But these little garden ornaments were lovely, I thought. Some of them were really cute. So just having a nosy around at their pots. Some of them are quite expensive, but I guess they're good quality. I should get what you pay for at the end of the day as well. They're very nice, those ones, I think. And then, of course, the terracotta pots always look lovely in the garden. So coming along now to some cheaper plastic ones. I wouldn't be crazy on it, if I'm honest. Lots of nice shrubs and evergreen things there as well. Well, just having a wander around. And these are kind of more like what I'm looking for now. I wanted some climbers. Yeah, they're very pretty. So they're the ones I end up choosing. They're the passiflora, and the ones that I choose have the white flowers. I thought they were very nice. So it'll be just a project that you'll see later on in the video that I'm putting them into some pots. Lovely hydrangeas here now as well. They had lots of annuals there, but I'd already got some of those. I didn't need any more. It's a pity really that the music was on, because I had actually talked through the video while I was going around, but unfortunately, as I said, I had to mute it. Lots and lots of bedding plants. Some lovely stuff there, really. And they'd half price there on a lot of their bulbs. I didn't put down any bulbs. Usually I put down bulbs in the autumn. It's a fine, deep plastic tray, I guess, for the planters. They had them in several different colours. So I'm back home now, and I'm making a start on these little window boxes that I have on my shed, that I just plant them up every year with some bedding plants. Putting some fresh compost in before I put my plants in, and also adding some of the Miracle Grow slow release plant food little pellets. I use that every year. I find it good as well. And these are some ageratum that I'm just going to pop 3 into each window box. And lovely purple flowers on them, and they'll grow together and get lovely and full in a few weeks. Come the summer, it should be looking fairly nice. Yep, just doing exactly the same with the other window box. And very important to water them well in once they've been planted. So this is the project that I was telling you about that I'm going to do with those 2 kind of hanging posts that I got from Amazon there recently. And I always use compost with John Innes or John Ines. I'm not exactly sure. I've heard it pronounced different ways. But anyway, it just gives the plants a good start, because I think it has like 6 months worth of nutrients in it to help. But I still always add some of the plant food as well, the slow release. I'm just giving it a mix through. So these are what I was talking about, and they're bird feeder poles is what they're called, and I will link them below. They came from Amazon. So I'm just popping that into the container. And these are the climbers that I chose in B&Q, and they're the Passiflora, and this one is Constance Elliott. So the idea is that this will climb up along the pole and fill it in. Should look nice after a few months, I'm hoping. And these are their multicoloured lobelia that I'm just going to put around the edges. So it should be very pretty. And again, watering it in well. So next I want to start by cleaning out this large pot that I have on my patio. So I'm just removing a few bits that I have in it, and I'm going to take out the weeds that have grown over the winter. So I want to put a few bedding plants in here just to put a bit of colour into the pot, I guess. There's already a lovely trailing ivy that's very well established in it, which I love. It just hangs down over the side. I usually trim it back. It's been there for a few years. So basically I just put some bedding plants into the fresh part here. So I've chosen these beautiful colourful pansies that I always use in my garden. I think they look gorgeous. Just love the, you know, a pop of colour. So I'm just choosing one of each colour. I'm putting 4 of them in here. And they look a bit sparse at the moment, but trust me, they'll all fill in and it will be lovely and full come July for the summer. So it's just another 2 containers that I want to pop some flowers in. I'm going to put these outside my front door. I just need to do a bit of a clean up out there first, but I want to get the pots prepared. So I'm popping 2 fairly nice sized dahlias into each pot and just putting fresh compost and plant food into them. And again, I'll water them in well, and over the weeks they'll really fill in as well. So I had put the compost in while the pots were in the soil. I'm sure you've seen that done. It is a handy way of doing it. You just put in the fresh compost all around it, and then you take the pot out and take the plant out of the pot, and you already have a pre-made hole in there. So you can just pop the plant back into the hole and fill it in. So there are another 2 containers that have been planted up. Looking forward to seeing how they're going to look in a few weeks' time. So these are another 2 containers that I'm planting up, and I'm popping a geranium into the centre of each pot, and then just around the outside I'm putting some busy lizzies, excuse me, that we call them here, or impatiens. So I have planted all those pots basically last week, and today is Thursday the 28th of May, and the last week we have had a heat wave here in Ireland, and I know all over the UK also, and we had one day when it was 31 degrees, which I think is a record for May here in Ireland. And it was absolutely scorching. So some of the plants some of them have done really well even just in a week, and I will show you. But the little ones in the window box got a bit scorched. So hopefully now, the weather changed last night and we had thunderstorms, so the sky isn't great today. But I believe we're meant to be back to the rain. But look, you have to take the good with the bad, and it'll be nice for everything to get a good watering, because the lawn has gone very patchy, which I'll show you also in a moment. So I'm just going to show you excuse me, these ones have done really nice, really well. Now they need some deadheading. Yeah, that little one looks pretty over there. Excuse me. The hubby replaced some of the wood that had gone damaged on my shed, so I do need to paint that. But I came out this morning and I got rid of, there was a lot of kind of burnt bits on those. I guess these are very small little pots, and you know, they won't hold, even though I did water them continue, they won't hold it. They won't hold very much moisture is what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to give you, I put that bag of gravel on top of the glass top so that it doesn't blow away. It's gone a bit windy. So there was 2 of these little things that I had put together, and the other one is over there. Place is in a bit of a mess because I tidied up. But as you can see, the lawn is patchy, and that was from that sun that we got, and that's just looking down over some of the front lawn, with this side of the front lawn. And I will do a tour of the garden for you at some stage, but I'm going to wait for a few weeks when it gets nicer, you know, when everything is looking nice. These are, oh Lord, I've had them there for years and the name isn't coming to me. They're the daisies, the beach daisies. Oh God, that is awful. And this is a very large hydrangea, which I'm very proud of. It's been there now for 10, going on 11 years, and it's my blue hydrangea. When it opens, I will show you. It always looks spectacular. That's how my little rockery is looking at the moment. I want to put some more of this stone, which my back has been at me. So I want to come, and I had done some of it. I have 2 more bags. I want to fill it in. And yeah, quite happy with that. So just a few more of the pots that I planted, and this is a hydrangea as well that had to move out of the sun because it was getting burnt. This is the little water fountain that I planted also in my previous video, which I can link below. The flowers are beginning to come on, but as I said, it's been so warm. I changed the container because I wanted the same to put those bird feeders into, and I had an empty one of them, so we're not getting any sun. So as you can see, it's not really doing very much. It has broken my heart in a way, because anytime it's windy, the water seems to either evaporate with the heat or blow out over, and I'm continuously topping it up. For anybody that has one, if you don't have it in water, turn it over is a safe thing to do, because if the water is gone, it just keeps attempting to, it'll burn the motor out basically. So it's safer to turn it over if you haven't got, much water in there. Bronte. This is my little Yorkie Bronte, and my daughter's cat has gone into the hedge there, and he is just, I don't know, fascinated by him. Now if the cat comes out, he doesn't do anything to him, he just walks away, but he's just adamant that he wants to find him. So I leave it at that for now. I will come back at a future date and give you an update. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, please like. And as I always say, if you haven't subscribed, I really would love if you did. So take care. Hope you all have a great weekend.